and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, all right, all right. We here, people, live, uncut, unedited, tell the truth, shame the devil. It is what it is. Mhm. Tell the truth and shame the devil. All right, come on in. All right, come on in. Yeah. hmm Come on in. Come on in. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. You
Hold it,
already know what it
hold it,
is.
hold it,
Live,
hold
uncut,
it.
unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. I love being black. All right, all right. Come on in tonight. We picking back off last night and the other night. All right, I know it's late night. Hey, Keenan Nicole, how you doing? Lovely Drea. All right, Ronnie Johnson. We up, Brother D. Praise the Lord, for he is good. This is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and definitely be glad in it. Tracy Taylor. How you doing, Tracy? Tanya White. How you doing, Tanya? Tanya White. All right. How you guys doing? Appreciate you guys for tuning in late tonight. The crowd will grow as long as the more we on here, it will grow. So don't worry about who's not on here. They'll come on here once we get to talking. You know, people they up tonight. They probably not doing nothing but watching movies, get ready to go to the club or leaving the club to go to another one. You know how it go. It is what it is. This is live, uncut, and unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame. You already know what it is. Live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's right, love Tanya being White. Black. I love being black. I tell you, this Black History Lewis. What's up, hey brother Martin? Last night's show was popping. It was popping. It was popping. It was popping. It definitely was popping. You know what? I'm hoping that this could be a safe place for both males and females. They can come on here and express themselves. You know, I know it's a lot going on, you know, especially in the community that black community. They have socially engineered for the black man to be behind the black woman for his resources and working and things like that. That's what I'm saying. Try to put him in a position where he cannot provide. We understand that. And anybody know there's no good feeling when someone have control over your finance. They can make or break you. Real talk. All right. Angel B. Winfield. All right. Rose. What's up, Rose? So Archie Bone. Okay. Dr. Sanders. Dr. Sanders, we've been fighting. I'm sorry, man. Dr. Sanders, we've been going at it. Regina, what's up, Sister Regina? I see you. We've been going in it, been going at it, going at it. And I'm learning at this age that what that song says, take it slow. Take it slow. Gotta take it slow. I tell you. I know we living in a microwave society. Jessica, thank you, sister. Thank you. Appreciate you. Soldier. We living in a microwave society. We want everything right now. We want it right now. We don't want to wait for it. We want healing right now. We want money right now. We want a house right now. We want a car right now. We want to be rich right now. This is not a sprint. We are in a marathon, people. Got a call already. They calling in. Brother Mohammed, what's up, brother? How you doing? How you doing, brother? Man, I'm realizing that when it comes to being in a relationship, it kind of pays to being a friend first, and before you get intimate, and that's where it should go. Actually, was marriage. We should be dating for, you know, to be married, not just dating to be having sex. When we do things that's out of order, we get things that are not right. It happened to us. All right, I see you, sister. I see you. I see you. I see you, Denise Blunt. All right. All right. Melba Martin, what's up? Praise the Lord, to whom all blessings flow. Yes, yes. Yeah. De Carlos, what's up, bro? I see you. I see you. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you guys tuning in tonight with me. Selena Davis, I appreciate you guys coming on in and listen. Listen, people. Let's like the video, and if there's any birthdays on here today, we definitely could wish somebody a birthday, and you need to check in where you calling from. If you're from Indiana, Ohio, Wisconsin, Texas, check in with me. Check in with me. Hit the like button. I need you to check in. Check in with Martin Johnson. Tell us where you're from. Come on in. Tell us where you're from. Check in. Check in. All right. Let's see what we looking like on here. All right. Let's see what we looking like on here. We got 11 likes, 3 shares. All right. Tag some people. Let them know that we on live late at night. This is live, uncut, unedited. This is where we tell the truth and shame the devil. And I listen. And I love being black. Now, I don't know about you. I say that all year round. All year round. All right, let's see who we got in the house tonight. Already hit that like. Thank you, brother Nate. Latanya Johnson Myers. How you doing, my sister? Latricia Woodcox. All right. Tavinia Fields Ford, Mississippi in the house. Angela White, my favorite. What's the topic tonight? Friends before relationship. All right, Chris Moore, Southeast Jeffrey Manor. What's up, Jeffrey Manor in the house? Indiana, Cassandra Clark. Tracy Taylor, Houston, Texas. What's up, Nikki Hall? Long time. Barbara Cooper, good evening. All right, how you doing? All right, Melba. Lee Ethel Liggins. All right. Vicky, bless you too as well. Vicky Gavin, bless you as well. Chris Moore, all right. Regina are the best kind. All right. Y'all checking in tonight. We got Houston, Texas, Indiana, Mississippi in the house. Wisconsin in the house. Lovely Drea. What's up, Drea? Lethea Johnson, Waukegan. How you doing, my dear sister? All right. Appreciate you. Lily from Chicago. All right. Inglewood, Angel B. Inglewood in the house. Latanya Johnson. All right. Denise Blunt, Chi-Town. Latricia Woodcock, Chicago. Nathan Joliet. All right. Anton Taylor, what's up? What's going on? Oh, I'm chilling, y'all. I'm chilling. Anita Harris, Carpenterville, Illinois, in the house. In the house tonight, boy. Y'all don't hit line. I'll tell you, y'all boyfriend and man gonna be mad at me. Now you got my woman and you got my man watching this, and he's supposed to be paying attention to me. I'm sorry, but they're gonna learn something tonight. And this is a safe place for black people to come and discuss our difference and love on each other. We're gonna disagree with each other, but we're gonna spread some love. Definitely gonna spread some love. All right, how many likes we got, people? Somebody put it in the chat. How many likes we got? I'm willing to let somebody come in live if they want to talk. Come on in. I want to see some faces tonight. Who dare to come in tonight? Who dare to come in tonight? In this live tonight? Who dare? Who dare to come in this live tonight? Melba. Oh, I got some. Okay, I forgot you. Caller, go ahead. 9743. Go ahead, caller. Go ahead. What's going on? Talk to
me. It's Dr. K.
Hey, Dr. K. How you doing? We talking about friends before relationship. Yeah.
Friends. Yeah, that's important.
Help us out. Help us out, doctor.
To be friends.
Help us out, doctor.
Get to know the person, find out what they like, or, what they about, how they think. My best friend that I grew up with in high school, he knows me very well. And he'll tell anybody, don't piss her off. But he knows how I think because he took time to grow up with me, Would we, if we had went a step further, we probably would have made, a good husband and wife team, but time and years passed us, But good friendship is understanding each other, listening, being able to see things clearly, whether it's constructive or not. Don't just grab somebody, jump in a relationship and tear their life apart. Nobody has the right to do that because you're taking their mind and their time. So establishing good friendship, knowing how to approach each other, have talks with each other, you're going to have debates because you're learning each other, how the person thinks. Being there honestly and truthfully, not be betraying one another, and know how to approach each other. And then when you do have a conversation, you know how to interject and receiving and communication. Being a friend can lead to a lot of good things because you know that person. And women look for men to be their protectors. They do. So when you take your time and learn somebody, you're learning them on all levels. Because even though you become a friend, you may not be good in a relationship. It can be either one or the other. But learning them, being there for them, listening, and building. And that's how you do. You build so you can learn that person and then know if you're good for each other in a relationship.
So what do you see some of the mistakes that are being made today in relationships? You think?
Nobody's taking the time.
That's what I said too.
Everybody rushing.
Mm-hmm.
You don't cross your friend. If you're becoming friends, you don't want to sleep with your friend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you don't want to cross those territorial lines. We never did. My friend Darren from high school, we never done that. Never crossed that line with each other. And he expressed to me, he said he was interested in me, but at that time I wasn't interested in him because I don't have any siblings, and I had a few high school friends that I took that I looked at as siblings, but we never dated. We talked. He listened to me. I listened to him. But in this day and time, Martin, everybody is rushing. I met a guy at the clinic, and he told me, he said, I want a wife, and I want to get married. I want a church woman. And I said, well, you got to get to know her. But you know what he told me, Martin?
Right.
Well, yeah, that's fine, but it's what I want. I said, but what do you want? Well, I want to have intimacy. I said, but wait a minute. How can you meet somebody one day, be their man the next day, and want to get married the third day? You don't even know if she like you or you like her. You don't want to be her friend? That takes too long.
No, he just want to jump in the bed then. He just want to jump in the bed. He might he look like he might have to go out there and get him a 304 for $40 or something. That's what he I'm saying. I'm sorry.
You
That's
say 3
yeah, yeah, cause cause he just won't jump in. His flesh is burning up.
That's what it is.
That's
Yeah,
what it
yeah.
is.
And
He don't
then
even care
he
about
then he
nobody.
said,
Yeah.
mm-mm. Then he said this, I want her up under me all the time.
Oh, he looking to keep her barefoot and pregnant.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
And then, but guess what? He a game player.
Oh yeah, he's a player. He
He
don't want
loves being in
none.
front of the game.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh no.
No, he loves playing the
Video
video
game.
game
Oh,
all
he's
day.
done. Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
don't feel like doing this. But
Mm-hmm.
then I want you to be my, he was saying he wants the woman to be his woman. I said, well, hold on, but you don't even know she an axe murderer, a rapist, a killer. How you gonna just think that? And then you want to introduce her to your family the next day?
Oh no. Something
Really?
up with him.
You know nothing about right.
Mm. Well, let me ask you a
But
question. Let me just change
mhm,
up a little bit. What type of man is he call himself dating as a woman? He called himself dating you. We'll just say hypothetical. He's dating you. Now, when times like Valentine come around, you want to spend with with your significant other. He either get with you a day before or the day after. It's always excuse on that day. Just like his birthday. His birthday, he'll get with you
mhm,
the day before his birthday or the day after, but never on his birthday. What type of
mhm,
telltale
mhm.
sign is that? Explain that to the ladies out here. What type of sign that you think that is?
He ain't interested in you like that. He ain't interested in you like that. He got you on the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, got
Yeah.
you on the schedule because a man that really is feeling you is going to make room for you. He'll
Mm-hmm.
say, hey,
Hey,
I want
Nene.
to take you to the show. I want to take you out to dinner, and we're going on my day. Now, any man that don't want to go out on his birthday with you, he's got somebody else that he's interested in. A lot of these guys play dominoes. They do. And they'll sit up and they'll play these games and they'll do one before and one after. They already premeditated what they're going to do. It's real
Mm-hmm.
talk. Most of the men don't want to admit that. But
Okay.
a lot of the ladies need to understand.
I got another question for you. Now, say
Mm-hmm.
suppose you as a woman you call yourself a coding this guy or whatever, even if it ain't no sex involved, and at a certain time of day, his phone will go straight to the voicemail at nighttime, 9:30, 10 o'clock. Every time you could never get in contact with him after 9 o'clock. It's always going straight to the voicemail. What type of sign is that?
He don't want to be bothered. That's a sign that he's got somebody else or he's with somebody else on that time and he's not going to answer the phone. He may say, my phone died. That's the biggest lie that they always say. My phone died. My battery died. I fell asleep. They didn't fall asleep. Phone had died. Literally, they were somebody else.
Hmm. Okay.
Seriously. Because a man will go find a plug right quick and he would definitely call you. Or he'll make a room. If he at work,
No,
he'll
but
call
see,
you from his
he
work
can't
phone
make
and
no
say, my
excuse
phone died.
because his every time the woman call him at nighttime, he never answer his phone. It goes straight to the voicemail. Straight to the voicemail.
To voicemail. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Or vice
Mm-hmm. It was
versa.
somebody else.
So all these are
Yeah.
telltale signs.
Mm-hmm.
All
That's
these are
yeah.
telltale signs. Now let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
If you have
Mm-hmm.
a couple, we're talking about a couple now, whether it's husband, wife, or boyfriend, or girlfriend, and a person, one of them always keep their phone on lock. Always. Or when they're
Mm-hmm.
around you, they put they send all the calls to voicemail. Now that could be
Mm-hmm.
a toss up
Remember.
right there. I always have their phone on voicemail
Oh
when they
yeah.
get around you. It never rings.
Right. No. Because they don't want you to know what they're doing.
Hmm.
Seriously. They'll send it to voicemail. They will what they call it,
Mhm.
silence the
Yeah.
calls. so it don't be ringing off.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and the passcode, I mean, if you at work, you know, and you don't want, and your phone is laying down on your desk, and you don't want your coworkers to be getting in your phone, you locking your phone. But a lot of times people don't want you to know what's going on in their phone. That's why they lock it, they put it on vibrate. They don't want nobody, they don't want none of that. They'll if they with you and they got something to hide, they're gonna massively manipulate the phone so that way you don't know what's going on.
Okay.
And see a lot of them be talking on Facebook, Instagram, Messenger, inbox.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say this too. I've seen females. I remember one time I was in the house with my buddy with him and his female, and she was texting.
Mm-hmm.
And I noticed she had like an angle where he couldn't see her phone, but they were sitting next to each other. But she had the phone cocked where he couldn't see who she was texting. And those are signs too.
Right.
Those are signs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
I mean, because if your family and friends know you out on the date, they know they're not gonna call you. But if you talking to somebody else and you doing that, then you got something going on. Because most people, if they on a date with somebody and they don't want to be disturbed, they will cut the phone off or put it on silent.
Oh yeah, and another trick.
Another
trick I noticed. A lot of women, they don't like talking on the phone, but they want to text. That's another sneaky form too, because sometimes I don't want to text all day. I always want to text.
No.
See, they'll set the tone. Just text me. They don't want to talk because they have people around them or they with another guy or something. They always texting. Always texting. That's another sneaky thing. See, these are things that we're talking about are little telltale signs. I'm telling you, little telltale signs. Always want to text. Text. That's sneaky stuff. Come on, I'd like to hear your voice. Let me hear.
And a lot of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
You want to hear their voice.
Yeah.
And a lot of them also have to be careful when they're sending their selfies to other people while they're out too. I've heard that around the water cooler, as they would say, where they're out with somebody and they send selfies and all that other stuff, you know, of themselves. Go up out themselves all the time, you know. Because if you are dating somebody, when you're going out, your focus should be on that person that you're with. Simple as that. Yeah. You know, hey, I'm going out with Martin. Y'all, I'll talk to y'all later on when I get back home, or I'll call you tomorrow. You know, I'm just saying as an example. You know what I mean? So when me and you hanging out, I'm going to be focused on you. You'll be focused on me. So you're going to tell your kids, hey, talk to me now because I'm going out with Martin. Because me and you going out to the show or we going out to eat, you know, and the focus is on us two. You're not going to sit up there and pull no phone out, looking at no NFL game on a date.
Yeah.
If you got to look at your internet game,
I want to say this too. Let me put the number out here. Hold on. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. Just got another call. All right, people, y'all can call in. Call in number 872-299-0808 or 872-297-6389. You know, another thing I noticed in some relationships, little sneaky little things, little sneaky things when a person got wandering eyes. They always looking at the cars riding by. Y'all in the restaurant together, they looking at everything all behind your back. No, they not focused on you. I noticed. You watch people's eyes. Watch your eyes. You got a man with you. He looking at every big booty that walk by. Every big old booty walk by. Then he taking double takes.
Martin,
I got to tell the truth and shame the devil.
Martin, let me say this. That just happened recently. I ain't gonna call no names, but I went out to dinner with another couple, and the husband was talking about the goodness of the Lord and how God fed their eyeballs from looking at a woman's nipples in front of his spouse. That was so disrespectful. Because while we're at dinner, you talking about I thank God for saving my eyeballs because I'm that woman that's got her nipples coming through her chest, her t-shirt, said that out loud at the table in front of everybody. That was so disrespectful. But you got a lot to talk about on Sunday morning. I'm just saying, that was so disrespectful and nasty.
See? I mean, see, these are all. Go ahead.
This is crazy.
All these are telltale
No, it's
signs.
just crazy.
You talking about being sneakiness. I'm talking about both male and female. All these little games you see. Playing these little games. Or that, I'm going to tell you another game. Women got that bad. Call one time, let it ring and hang up. Because you want to you wanted somebody to call you back. I call it the one ring, the one drop. That's an old game. That's an old game. Yeah. Then another game men use is they have a woman number in their phone, but it got it behind a man's name. So what's up, homie? You call, they make like it's a man. Try to make like a man. And it's a woman that you're dealing with. So these are the things that on both sides, male and female, got to look out for. Sneaky stuff.
They replace the name.
Replace the name.
So if the guy name is Michael, if the guy name is Michael, and you don't want the guy who you probably know, you'll put Michelle.
Put Michelle. These are the games.
And then if his name is Terry, you change the Y to an I. Oh yeah, they play them kind of games. Or they use hyphenated initials. Oh yes.
Let's see what this new caller have to say. Hey, new caller, 7956.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Martin?
What's going on?
Nathan. How you doing, Dr. Sanders?
Good.
How are you?
Nathan, let me tell you something before you get started. Don't get mad because people overtalk. You got to speak up. If you want to say something, you always can say, hey, Martin, let me say something. Don't let these people run you off the panel. Then you say nobody won't let you talk.
No.
Don't do that.
No, I wasn't. They didn't run. No, they didn't run me off. That live was interesting.
Yeah,
so
okay.
No, they didn't run me off.
Okay, that's what it's what I do. But these are the sneaky things that people do. Come on, brother. Let's talk to us. Friends before relationship. What you got to say about that? Come on.
Well, you're always supposed to be friends before lovers. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you gotta when you baking a cake, you gotta make sure all the ingredients are mixed in the cake. You got the eggs and the milk and the extract and all that stuff. Can I get a witness? You gotta put it all together and mix it all together, and then you have to have it on the right temperature because you can't rush it. Sometimes you can have it on a high temperature and you can burn it up. And then that cake that you thought that tastes so good, leave a bad taste in your mouth. So, I've had, my daughter's mom, this is when we first got together. So years ago, that she had a bad habit of every time when she came home from work, she would always, I would come home from work and she'll come home and say, hey, honey, how was your day? All was good. We'll eat and get the kids off the bed and stuff. And she used to have a bad habit of we be talking. Honey, I'm kind of tired. I'm going to bed. And this bad habit that she has, every time when her phone rings, she go run in the bathroom. So I had to figure that out. Why does this woman got to go to the bathroom every time my phone rings? Her phone rings, she got to go to the bathroom. Come and find out.
And shame them.
She was cheating. Now, she had no time to talk to me when I came home. Honey, how was your day? All this stuff. She tired. Nathan, I'm tired. Nathan, I'm tired. I got to get up and go to work. But then when the phone rings, she jumps out of her sleep and go to the bathroom. And it took me 2 months after her doing that to come to find out that the person that, she was talking to, she was cheating on me with, and that was the person that broke us up. But that was 21 years ago. You know what I'm saying? So those are the tell signs of those things that when you laying in bed with your significant other and that phone be ringing, she'll, talking about how tired she is, and all of a sudden she jumps right up and goes to the bathroom. Now, ain't nobody got to go to the bathroom that much unless something wrong with you. You got to go to the doctor. Yeah, she was working on her next patient, all right. She was cheating. So, buyer beware. Before you buy a car, you better look at that owner's manual before you buy it, because you could be buying a lemon. So I bought a lemon that day. But the best thing that came out of that lemon was my daughter. So I tried to teach her the things, what to look out for. You know what I'm saying? So that's all I got to say about that.
Oh, that's great. Listen, these are games that both men and women play. That you got these people.
You know what, Martin? He's right about that.
Yeah. He's right.
Because all of a sudden, and I wasn't trying to be funny when he was saying that, jump up out of sleep. That happens because they'll go in the bathroom, mumbling, talking, all right there, and act like you don't want nobody to talk to you. You know what I mean? All of a sudden you was that tired, but you wasn't too tired enough to have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? And that's ducking and dodging. Gotta hide behind the door in the bathroom and come out and being phony. That's wrong. And they know it's wrong.
And you could tell, when they're in there whispering. You can tell when they're in there whispering. You definitely can tell. So
man, I've been jumped out of bed. I'm like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? What I'm talking about? And I've been jumping down. I'll be in there in a minute. But as soon as I get close to the bathroom, she get the whisper. Like, what you talking about? What's going on here? Come on and go to bed. Who you talking to? You ain't talking to your parents. You're not talking to your sister. You're not talking to your family member. It's 1 o'clock in the morning. Who you could possibly be talking to that time of night? But you ain't got time to talk to your man that worked 12 hours.
Yeah.
Well,
I know about that one.
Yeah. Ladies and gents, have you ever had a person, and I'm speaking in general, you have these type of people too in relationships. They land in the bed with you, but their mind is somewhere else on another person.
Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of that.
What's that? The OJs? The
OJs. The OJs.
So this is stuff that we see. So these are tell signs. Now just think about if you're not having sex with the person, take a while to get to know them. Try to meet them up here mentally, because you'll save yourself a lot of trouble and money. And that's why we have a lot of these unwanted pregnancies, that these secrets are taken to the grave by the women and the men. I'm telling you. Because a lot of us probably don't know who our real father is, because our mother's not going to tell. She's not going to tell you she was sneaking or sleeping with the neighbors or somebody else's husband. Not going to do it, or vice versa. I'm telling you, we have been at funerals, Dr. Sanders, and and anybody of any age, you see people's skeletons come out. You think they had 5 kids, they may have 10. There's something that you never knew about. These things happen. It happens. See, people, as I was saying last night, some things you will not know about a person until you get into a relationship with them or married. You just ain't going to find me. No, some things you're just not going to know. Now, I say do your investigation. You're not going to know everything. You're not going to know everything.
Right.
Because people going to disguise themselves. They're going to mask themselves up. First of all, when people meet, they're going to tell you all the good things about themselves. And they should.
Mm-hmm.
And they should.
Mm-hmm.
But just keep hanging around. You're going to see the real them that come out. You're going to see the real Wonder Woman and the real Superman. Just got to keep hanging around and watching. You can't be burning in your lust. Want to jump in bed?
No.
Because I'm going to tell you, if you don't do that, it'll save you a lot of trouble. Have you ever been in a relationship or talking to somebody, never no sex, and you said, man, I'm glad I didn't go there with him or with her? You're glad because you saw something that wasn't right. You're like, man, I'm glad I didn't go there. I started to, but I'm glad I didn't do it. This Niger is crazy, or she's crazy.
Right.
We've seen that. And people, it's real.
Yeah.
So if we get out of that jumping in the bed so quick spirit, we'll be all right. When it comes to relationship, that's number one problem of all of us. We're trying to go to bed so quick. Women want it just as much as a man. Yeah, we all got feelings. We're not dead. You could be saved or sanctified. You got feelings. You got to control them feelings.
Yep, you do. You're human.
You have to. You're human. You're human. So these are little telltale signs. Go ahead, sister.
And that's another thing too, Marty, is that when you get to know the person, your personalities may not clash together. You can only be, good friends, good associates, and everybody is not always meant to be married. If your intentions is not honorable, then you already know it's not going to work, because sometimes a lot of women are attracted to men in power. They really are. They have a powerful position. Old school used to say women are attracted to a man in a uniform, whether he's in the military, whether he's a police officer, but there's some stamina of how some men are, how they look, who was that, Barry White group, used to sing high stepping, hip dress and fella that's got together, high stepping, he dressed well, he smelled good, looked good, he clean, hair's all together, and he on the scene, it's attraction. So women are attracted to a lot of guys that are in uniform. But just because they look good in a uniform don't mean that they marriage material. They make it be a friend, and the same thing, because men are attracted to women in certain type of positions as well. But when you talk about their mindset and where they're at, because you can meet a person and they say, well, I want to get to know you. But when they tell you who they are, if they come out and tell you up front, man, let's be real. Because I've heard women talk about this, Marty. If you want the woman to know that you have participated in group menage a trois and all that kind of stuff, you let her know. Say, hey, I'm the kind of man that, I'm attracted to you physically and I just want to screw you. But I'd love to have extra people in that area. Tell the truth. Don't send, mixed signals, because I've heard a lot of women say, well, the guy told me he liked me, and then all of a sudden he sends me pictures of his penis.
That's going on Facebook. No, but it's true. That's going on. You laugh, but that's going on.
It's going on. And they would tell you, and they would speak very highly about that experience of having group sex, because in college, a lot of them have done that kind of stuff. They literally have. Am I real? Am I telling the truth?
That's true.
A lot of college kids, some of them, they can't do it at home. So when they leave home and they get beyond, the guidelines or the perimeters of where they used to live, they start getting involved with stuff. They get all these group activities. Everybody have a menage a trois, and everybody want to, do this, do that.
Group
sex.
Need
to find out who it is.
Yeah. And
group sex, exactly. And
let me say this too. Hey,
and the
Kathy,
women do the same thing too.
let me say this. If you find your husband always outside, don't never want to spend no time with your wife, something ain't right. Don't necessarily mean they have to
Some
be
ain't
cheating.
right.
Some just not right. I'll just say that.
Nope.
They're always spending more time
Yeah.
with their homie or something, you know, and they try to spend less time in the house. Something is not right.
Right.
Something's right. So
Some ain't right.
these are the telltale signs. When you become friends with a person first, you can notice these things. You really can recognize them. I'm telling you. And that's why I'm having this conversation first. Friends first before a relationship. Let's see where you at mentally. Let's see what's going on. Now, I know I'm physically attracted to you. You my type physically. I see all that. Now, let me see where your mind at. Let me see where your mind at. Then I'm going to tell you another thing. Beware of another person, both a male or a female. When you ask them questions, they always give you a yes and no. They never volunteer no information. They don't talk about their family. They don't talk about nothing. Just yes and no. Yeah, no, yeah, no. They're hiding. They're hiding something. They're hiding. Trust me. These are telltale signs. You know, they are. And you know, I've heard this saying.
And Martin, I'm gonna go here.
Go ahead, sister. Go ahead.
I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna flip the page on the other side.
Go ahead.
You have a lot of false marriages in the church behind tell and lie and not be truthful. Let's go back, Martin. If a guy boy was playing with a girl and she got pregnant, what did they do? They made him marry the girl, and he was never in love with her. Then you want to build on that because they played. Most of and I've said this so many times in the time past, a lot of young guys in the church, some of them, not all of them, but some of them are going to play. They're going to play. Girl get pregnant, daddy going to make her marry her. But then they're not in love with the girl. So they end up in that marriage that they are not in love with her only because of the responsibility of what had happened. And they end up having private friends, or they have a private one that they really do like, but couldn't get with them because of what they were doing. They was playing around. Shotguns, we call it shotgun. You got my daughter pregnant, you gonna marry her. And a lot of them have lived in that area, Martin, and you know it, for decades. They've been unhappy because of shotgun weddings. She got pregnant, you gonna marry her. And he never was in love with her. I've seen that happen. Because they never literally were in love with the person. They were just playing. And like you said, human. It's human nature. You know, I don't care how much Holy Ghost you think you got. If you cannot control your flesh, because the Bible says there's no good thing that dwells in the flesh. So that happens. You know, get pregnant, make a marriage. Then you having all these extra outside girlfriends, and then you go and you sneak around. I've seen that happen in the church dozens of times, Mike. Can't be honest with themselves.
Yeah, that's true. We have these problems. These are the telltale signs. See, but listen, people, if you're too quick to jump into bed, you won't notice these little things that we're talking about. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if you're too quick to jump into bed, listen, you're going to bypass a lot of these things that we talked about. You're going to see them and you're going to just blow them off. I'll give you another example, too. When you bring a man in your house, watch how he watch your children, look at your children. That's another thing you need to pay attention to. Because some of y'all ladies, I got to say it, Dr. Sanders, you think the guy looking at you, but he's not looking at you. He's looking at your teenage daughter with that 21-year-old body on her. You know, so make sure your little beautiful daughter is properly dressed. Well, you say, well, Martin, this is her house. She don't have to, No. You want to protect her innocence, and you want to make sure that that man that you bringing in your house around your children, that if he ever touch your children, you're going to kill him. That man say, my children are off limits. And what I mean by off limits is any sexual idea you think you got in your mind come to your mind, it better be off limits.
Yeah.
So I'm just telling y'all, this friends before relationship. If you be friends, you can see a lot of stuff like, I don't want to deal with this person. You know, stuff like this you can see. You can see stuff like this, Dr. Sanders. Real simple. You notice you get with a person, they so sweet. As soon as their time payday come, they acting real funny now. They don't want to hear from you. They busy, they got money. They back broke, now they want to be lovey-dovey. And another thing, let me say this too. If a woman, I hope I'm saying this right, but correct me if I'm wrong. If a woman have not been around me all month long, now she want to be around me and lovey-dovey while she on a cycle. No, that ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to laugh.
But I got to say it. I'm trying to say it in the right, respectful way.
Right.
Then, I mean, don't ask me to pay your phone bill, but when I call you, don't pick up. Now you want me to pay your phone bill. Even though we're still friends. But when I call you, it's going to the voicemail. Or you send me a text, can't talk right now, call you later. And you never follow up. So I'm not helping you on your phone bill. Because call the person who you've been calling and spend all your time on the phone with. Tell them to pay your phone bill.
Right.
So these are the things. Right. I'm speaking from a man's point of view right now. This is what we see. You know, and another thing men don't like, let me say this that I noticed about women. Now, if I see a woman, all she drinking is cheap 211 beer. You got a bunch of 211. Now, when I come over, you want me to bring you some Budweiser or some Heineken or something. Hold on, because I'm buying it. Now, but I don't see it in your refrigerator when you have your own money. Other words, don't ask a man to do something that you can't do for yourself.
Exactly.
That's all I'm saying. You want me to pay for a $300 or $400 hairdo because you plan on me liking you and I want to get with you, but you never spent that on yourself, on your own hair.
Right.
See, I notice things like this. I'm just talking. I'm not trying to come down on women, but I just got to tell the truth. Then you got some men. They want to bypass dinner. They want to bypass going out to a public place. Hey, come on over my house. Let's just chill and watch TV and I cook over here. You know what's going on. You know what he on. You know what's up. When he gets you in his clutches, in his trenches, he's going to try to seduce you. Buy you a drink, give you weed if you get high and all that, get you tipsy so he can take advantage of you. These are the things that happen. I'm going to tell you, some of y'all women, you got pregnant by a guy because you was drunk or you was high. And you know the guy that you got pregnant by wasn't even your type, but it was your smoke buddy. He was your drink buddy. Y'all was all alone and all that. Then one thing led to another, got to touching and squeezing, and everything got out of control. It was consensual, but you know that's not your type. But just because you feel like you want to smoke for free and drink for free, now you pregnant. Now you got to make a decision if you want to keep the baby or not. I'm speaking, y'all. I mean, I just got to tell the truth.
That's true. That's true, Mom. That's true.
You know, this is
never go over a man's house at night.
Yeah. You can listen. If a man,
no.
You're right. If a man haven't called you all day, now all of a sudden he calling you late at night. That's booty call hours. Where was he at?
Booty call hours.
Yeah. Where was he at all day long?
At 12 o'clock.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, at 12 o'clock.
Yeah, the whole day to call you. Now it's midnight. He leaving the club. He can't take nobody home. His penis is hard. Now he wants to run in something tonight. Oh yeah, I can call old girl. She be ready, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, it's the truth. I'm just trying to keep it clean. Y'all know me. I tell it. This is where we tell the truth.
truth.
And what?
And shame the
devil.
Okay, the devil.
He get his homies to lie for him too. Be careful of that, Martin. You know what I'm saying? He always get his homeboys to lie for him, you know, to cover up for his cheating.
Yeah. The same way with women. Oh,
Wonderful.
I was with Terry in her mom's house. And yeah, you was with them for 5 minutes and you had an Uber to pick you up to hook up with this other guy. Vice versa. And women, I know y'all heard this line.
Yeah.
Oh, I was at my homie's house. I got drunk. I fell asleep and I woke up. Now you over the house at daylight.
That's an old one, yeah.
That's an old one.
That's an old one.
Script. Or I was in jail, but you ain't got no paperwork. Go ahead.
When I was 21, I never forget, I had my first apartment, you know, my son Vincent and I. And I met this officer, very attractive man. You know, he was 29 years old. He said, well, you know, I see you, you know, whatever, you know, I want to take you out to dinner. And he did. And then he owned
hold
the
on,
building
Dr. Sanders.
in Beverly.
Hold on, Dr. Sanders. I want to answer Jessica real quick. Jessica, I'm not saying a man shouldn't be able to do things for you that you can't do for yourself. But what I'm saying is, you know what you do for yourself. Some women they take advantage of men because they know it's free. And listen, you're going to go order something on the menu that you'd have never had that's pricey. And you want him to do it because it's his money. You spending his money. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that a man should never do something that a woman can't do for herself. So I'm a firm believer that, hey, if a man know that you like nice things, he gonna bring and treat you to nice things. But if you mediocre, he not gonna, come on now. Just ain't gonna do it. That's all I'm saying.
A first date.
Yeah.
A first date, you know what I'm saying? You always want to feel the woman out, you know what I'm saying? You don't want to break the bank with her on the first date. I mean, you gotta get to know her, and if she all about, hey, I want to go to Red Lobster, but then you want to go to Outback Steakhouse, you know what I'm talking about? Pick your poison.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I love steak. I don't like Red Lobster. So, you know what I'm saying? So she should be appreciative, in the beginning. Instead of just saying she wants to go somewhere expensive. Okay. And you just met her.
We got a caller, people. Okay, 3268.
What's going on, Martin?
Is that Mr. Roosevelt?
Yup.
No, don't put no bass in your voice now, Roosevelt. Yup. Go ahead, Roosevelt.
Mr. Roosevelt.
Go ahead, Rose.
I don't have too much bass in my voice.
I know. Go ahead.
But, but I can understand like the games and stuff people play. And being also, as you know, Martin, a disabled person and being 50, I done gone through it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, and one thing is something, it's just like, how can I put it? That no one likes anyone for like themselves anymore. They only like you pretty much like for what they can kind of get out of it. It kind of reminds me like a few years ago, I was my cousin's personal nurse before she passed away, God rest her soul. Mm-hmm. And, it was one friend of mine who I went to high school with. I was like, and another friend of hers, this particular girl was also disabled too, because she was in a wheelchair and all. And I thought that she had no interest in me at all. But one time when we talked, we had a whole lot in common. But I hadn't heard from her in a while. So then all of a sudden my friend calls me and said, well, she wants you to wonder when you're going to take her out and everything. So we went out to, I'm going to say where it was, the White Palace Grill on Roosevelt. You know where that, I'm pretty sure you know about that.
I don't hear that place.
Right, good, pretty good food, I would have to say. And, I paid for everything except that I even asked her, did she want a dessert? And the main thing that she said that kind of like threw me, she said, well, why not even a dessert? Why don't you just give me the money that you were going to spend on the dessert?
Wow.
But come to find out a few weeks later, after it all went down, that in reality, she was actually broke at the time. And pretty much, I guess, because she was hungry or this or that. Because matter of fact, she didn't even really eat most of the food that, at the table. She ate like a little bit of it and then asked for a to-go tray and dumped most of it in there. She didn't have too much food, I guess, at the house. So therefore, she used me more for a free meal and, and just some money because she was going on hard times. It never was genuinely because she liked and, cared about getting a chance to know me. Just like what happened last year, even on Martin's show. Martin was trying to do a pretty good thing because I guess everybody knows I'm single. Martin has known me for a few years. So, everybody knows this. So, Martin put out the thing out there where he said that if Roosevelt could find somebody on here or if anybody interested in going on a date with Roosevelt, I'll even sponsor his first date. It's someone who expressed an interest, but come to find out, it was only for what she could get just because Martin said he would sponsor it. Come to find out, the same woman who took the offering to go out with me was actually engaged, but only using this opportunity only because Martin said that he was sponsoring as just a free come up, not genuinely wanting to get a chance to know me.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Just the kind of stuff at 50 I go through.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a guy. And I can understand that men play games and men do things and, all of this kind of stuff. Yeah, trust me, I get it. But at the same time, there's some of us men who've been victims of some women. Because matter of fact, I think next week on my YouTube program, I'm going to be doing a program on the accountability of women, how women in the world are pretty much taught, especially in this country, that they have no accountability, that they can do anything, say anything, and they're not held to account to things like us men are. I'm going to be doing that Super Bowl weekend, and I'm even doing a collaboration with another friend of mine. And, I'm good friends with his cousin, and the main thing that, my friend, she always says about her cousin that he actually really hates women. So I'm doing a show even with him maybe this week. Because this is the kind of stuff that some of us go through.
Well, for Roosevelt, that's the title of the day is Friends Before Relationship. So before you go too deep and get in a relationship with people like this, you see this and you stop it before you get your feelings involved too heavy. So that's the purpose. That's the whole purpose, not to jump into bed so quick. Get to know the person. Get to know the person. Are you dating for marriage or you just dating to have a good time? Which one? And I understand everybody don't want to be married, but some people, imagine Roosevelt this. Imagine this, Dr. Sanders and Nathan. Imagine dating somebody for 10 years. They never asked to marry you. You just wasted time and they done. You gave 10 years of your life that you probably could have met another person that would have, both male or female, what I'm saying, appreciate it. You don't want to waste, especially if you're getting up there in age. And those of you women that's in the 30s, men, y'all getting up there, you ain't got another 10 years like that to spare, to give somebody. They ain't loving on you, treating you right.
Too many people want to play house and not want to commit.
Yeah.
I think I would commit to the right one, but it's got to be the right one.
But you got to
being 50 now.
You got to know the right one. You got to the right one. You have to get to know the right one, and becomes here. You don't just be. You see a person. Okay, I love them. You fall in love. Well, rise in love. You got to grow, and when you grow together, then you can know. Okay, I know this about a person. We have to study each other, people. Is this what I really want? Could I see myself having a child by this person? Could I see myself marrying this person? Could I trust it with my life? Could I see myself following his leadership? You have to ask yourself these questions. Why waste time?
Yes, you do.
Because listen, time is like spilled milk. Once you spill it, that's it. You can't get it back. It's it. Can't get it back.
And
go ahead, sister.
And find out how some of these men treat their mothers. how
Yeah.
they respect and honor their mothers, because that way you will know that if he honors his mother the right way, he's going to honor and protect you. Because as I said earlier, women want someone to protect them. But when a man does not honor his mother, does not respect his mother, you will not have him as a husband because he's dishonorable. You don't know what he'll do, you know. And if he loves his mother and he honors and respects her, he's going to make sure that you all, when you build your family together, if you decide to marry her and choose her as your wife, then when you all start to develop and build your own family, he will bring those teachings to his sons as well as daughters, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of them don't understand it. Look at how he treats his mother. If he treats his mother a bad way, what you don't think he'll do to you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna tell you,
Dr. Sanders.
let me say this, people. As a man,
He's so funny.
as a man, when you date a woman with children, it's a package deal. It's a package deal, period.
Mm-hmm.
You're not just dating the mama,
Mhm.
you dating the whole family. I might use that in that term. So it's a package deal.
Mm-hmm.
So you got to consider
Mm-hmm.
when you asking her out, you got to make sure you might have to pay for a babysitter. You know, you can't get
Mhm.
mad at her because she had children already before you met her.
Mm-hmm.
We can never
Better
get
get him
together.
anyway.
We can't get together because you can't find a babysitter. You know, now you getting frustrated because you hot in the pants.
Mm-hmm.
But she can't get away. She got her motherly duties. You want her to neglect her
Mhm.
motherly duties just to go out with you, to be seen with you? Then when she come back, she on the news for neglecting her babies.
Right.
And I've seen some of you ladies do that.
Saw the perfect.
Let me say this.
Yeah.
Some of you ladies
Mm-hmm.
out here giving your children Benadryl, cough medicine to put your child to sleep. And once they sleep, you jump out, you going outside. I'm telling you, I've seen it happen, Dr. Sanders. Know about it. I'm telling you.
I wouldn't want to be bothered with a female like that.
But you would know, because they would know. You thinking that somebody's in the house watching
Let
them.
me find out and see what happens.
In reality, there's nobody in there watching the Benadryl and put them to sleep. She outside now, party. Party.
You got the kids high.
Really. Y'all see it on the news all the time. These fires break out in these homes and no adult is there. Y'all see it all the time. Then I'm going to tell you another thing. I'm exposing it. Some of you ladies, because your baby got a little problem, now you want to go put them on medicine so you can get a check. You're going to just destroy your baby for a check. You can't, don't do that. Don't do that. Your baby might be a little hyper because all that sugar you feeding them, sugar and high fructose, all that, you know, change your diet. Yeah. You know, this is real. These are the things that we see. Women, don't be so desperate to date a man or go out with a man because he got a nice vehicle. That's his vehicle. And I'm going to tell you, you got some men that's in these clubs, they strippers, they nice looking, they love to prey on women, that's lonely, they know how to hold you, they know how to talk to you, they buy a drink to you just to get into your underwear. And once they get that, they don't know you, they on to the next one. I'm telling you.
Put Mickey in your drink. Watch that, what they put in
watch
in
that
your
too.
drink.
You go to the bathroom, take your drink with you. Don't leave it. Don't put no napkin over it. Take it with you. Take it with you. Or if you come back and you leave it, you don't want it no more. Say, I'm good. I'm good.
You buy your own drink. Don't go to no club. Get your own drink. And trust
you know the perfect movie that displays respect, Martin, and they don't know. Claudine is the epitome of how she met Rupert Marshall. And he had been watching her for a long time and finally got the nerve to ask her out. And by the time she got home and her kids, and she was open and honest. She said, look, I got kids. I'm just getting off work. I'm tired. I'm monkey. I'm fussy, fussy, monkey. And he's like, don't worry about it. He said, I'm going to take you out to eat. But see, it changed. It changed because she fell asleep in his house in the tub, because she felt that need. Claudine is people don't understand Claudine, that movie. Outside of public aid, he later stuck with her, and then when child support caught up with him with extra money, he didn't know how to handle it because it wasn't enough. But when she had to tell him, listen, we can still be together, but the aid is going to the kids. Don't worry about it. We can get through this. And what did he do? He married her with her children outside of his own children. He built a family. And the man that loves to build a family, that is really loving you for real, he will build a family. He's not going to hide from you. He's not going to be lying and doing his telltale and stuff like that. If he wants you, he's going to do what he needs to do to get you and then to build. And Martin said something else that was very important. Young ladies, just because you meet these guys, do not mean that their head is together. Some of these guys got some messed up thought process. They ain't always looking at your girl. They looking at your boy.
Mm-hmm.
The Day Late Dollar Short, the movie that Whoopi Goldberg played in, where Kimberly Elise was in real estate and she married a guy that was not her daughter's father. And every time she would leave to go to work, that man laid her in the bed to the point that she thought, I'm grown now. I'm having my mom's husband, because he forced himself on her, how she dressed. You got these girls, put some clothes on your daughters. Don't make your daughters look like a turkey dinner. Don't tempt him like that, because he's still a man. And you don't know what his thought process is. Margie, you say they drugging the kids to go out.
Yeah.
That's not cool.
Nobody want to talk about that,
That's
though.
not nice.
Nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to talk about
women who smoke around their children.
Yeah. And another thing is, it's not cool. I always say on this program, people, y'all gonna laugh at me when I say that. Them children know when that man coming in at 1 o'clock in the morning. They hear it. And they hear y'all in there having sex. Well, Martin, my babies ain't never seen me. Yeah, you're right. But they know somebody in that house and they know y'all in there having sex. Kids smarter than you think they are.
Mm-hmm.
So I let them leave before they get up in the morning. Now they up all night hearing y'all in there entertaining.
They know things that you didn't know that they knew.
Yeah.
They just don't say nothing.
I got a call
right.
today. I got a call from one of my relatives today, and this is the gospel truth, y'all. She said, Martin, I was so hard on my boys. And she was. And they both college grads and all that, but they don't want a black woman. Both got white girls. Because she said, Martin, that's my fault because I was just too hard on them. And they looked at me as the example. And she said, we got to tone it down when it comes to our boys. And, and she felt some type of way. She confessed to me, my own relative. She might be listening now. Said, women got to tone it down. Tone it down. And I always tell women on this live that, listen, men are quicker to hit a woman than they are another man when you break their pride down. Do I advocate the man put his hand on a woman? No, ma'am, no, sir, at all. Some things you just need to backpedal on and maybe get your husband to deal with it or somebody, and you get out the way. Because you got some men out here will fight a woman like a man. They will shoot you, beat you down like a man. Is that right? No, that's not right. But they will do it to you. So be careful of your tone, standing toe-to-toe with some of these men out there. You know you ain't got no weapon and nothing to defend yourself. So I'm just saying these little things. Y'all, listen, these are real things. Friends before a relationship. And
relationship.
if you see these things, these are telltale signs. And you'll learn a lot of things. You won't know everything going into the relationship because some things will not be disclosed to you. You just have to see it. You know, you'll see people little attitudes. When they see you on the phone talking to your other set of children, they get attitude. You got to watch stuff like that. And if you're a woman and you don't want another man to see his children or provide for his children because you feel like it's money going out the door and not on yours, you sick. Something wrong with you. Something wrong with you.
That's right. That's right.
If you're a man, listen to me. Buying $2,400 rims and tires or $5,000 and won't buy your daughter a bus card or some shoes or a coat, something is wrong with you, brother.
Not good. Not good. Not good.
Something wrong with you, brother. If you're a man, listen to me, and you won't do for your children because your baby mother won't sleep with you. So in retaliation, you're not going to do nothing for her, for the children. Shame on you, brother. Shame on you. Shame on you. Those children didn't ask to come here. They are totally innocent in the relationship. Whether you got them, wherever how you had them, conceived them, drunk, high, sober, whatever, they didn't ask to come here. They are our responsibility as an adult or a teenager, whoever you have a child. So I'm saying these things, people, so you guys will know to beware. Beware. And let me say this too. The biggest male hookers out here are the bus drivers, the truck drivers, the police officers, the mailman, the businessman. Those are the biggest hookers out here. The athletes, you know. They are entertainers. You got to be careful. So if you land down with one of these, you make sure he or she have eyes for you and for you only. Period. Period. I'm saying this, people. I'm done talking tonight. I just keep telling the truth. Shame the devil. You guys want to say something? I'm gonna be off here. I just want to fail friends before a relationship. Hoping I'm helping somebody tonight.
Yeah.
I'm hoping I'm helping somebody tonight.
I agree.
They need to understand. Yeah, they need to understand that. And then, you know, listen, when you're meeting somebody as a friend, you know, have time, you know, both in person and on the phone and talk about, you know, how did they feel about life? What is it that disappointed them? Getting to know who they are. You know, what is your goals? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? Do you want to be, you know, with someone? And, you know, especially guys, listen, when you get with these young ladies that got babies, ladies, you all stop going back and causing problems between the guys. Don't sit up here and you with the baby daddy no more, and then you use the baby daddy excuses to another guy, where the guy gets mad at the baby daddy. Don't put those men in conflict like that. That's not nice. If the relationship is over and you have an understanding of you all's time that you spend with the kids, then let that be that. Set that in order. Because if the guy come along, he's going to want to know, but he's not going to want to know all of the inward stuff because he don't want to get involved. Don't compromise a man like that. Don't do that. Be honest and say, hey, and, you know, stop playing with the baby daddy. Stop telling the baby daddy to give you some money for your hair or come get some look at night, and then you all get into it. See, don't be playing that kind of game, playing a jealous game. This is how men get killed behind dumb stuff. And it's not right. It's not right. And if he sees how you keep your house, you keep your house clean, you know how to take care of yourself, that man will be drawn to you. But stop putting men against each other because you got an issue. Don't do that. That's not nice.
All right. Check these people's health records and make sure they They straight now. You don't want no bisexual man either, because that risk is real high. So you have to listen. You got to investigate. You got to do your homework. You might not know until you get into a relationship with her, but you got to find out. You know, this is real. This is serious. And in the black families, we need to know these things. We need to know if. And another thing, make sure you see their ID. Don't go about the name what they tell you. Go on what that state ID tell you. We not looking for Ray Ray. Okay, Ray Ray, what's your real name? Well, Ray Ray is my name. That's what they call me. Ray Ray, what is your real name? Ray Ray is my name. That's what they call me. Let me see your ID. I don't have no ID. Well, Ray Ray, when you get ID, you come back and talk to me. Okay? Right. I'm telling y'all, ladies, I had a friend, Dr. Sanders, was screwing a lot of women, and they didn't even know his real name. He gave him a fake name. Never seen his ID. Laying in their bed, doing all types of sexual acts. And they ain't never seen his state ID, don't know his real name. And now, when you find out that you've been had because you didn't do your investigation, something small, now you got a child. You know? So I'm telling you, ladies, thanks for the ID. Men too. And don't leave your personal information around somebody you just met and y'all become friends, because especially if you got A1 credit or good credit, decent credit, don't leave personal things around. Period.
Right. Especially with all the identity theft these days.
Yeah. I shouldn't be telling y'all this, but I'm gonna tell you. If you go in the bathroom looking at Madison County, you better screenshot some of that and see what type of medicine they take. I'm telling you, when you see a bunch of medicine laying around, that might not be good. And that might be a good sign.
I think that's too personal, but I don't
know. But I know it. Hey, listen.
It's the truth.
Yeah, if you go in there, if you laying down, hey, you better know what's going on. Hey, you want to know. I mean, listen. They say what you don't know can't hurt you. I say what you don't know can kill you. That's what I say. Information is powerful. Now, we talking about friends before a relationship. I guarantee you can see a lot of things that all of us talked about today if you don't be so quick to jump in bed. You'll see the attitudes. You'll see if they neat, if they clean. You'll see all that. And if you notice that the man drifted away from you because it took too long, maybe he wasn't meant for you. He was just out for one thing only. He didn't know you. He just want to have some fun. You know, how many women out here are you tired of laying with men that don't care nothing about you? You know, lying to you, squeezing you, violating your body and all that. And you know, no, eventually you're going to get tired of it. Well, Martin, I make them pay me anyway. I get some out of it. Well, yeah, well, that's a whole nother story, but I'm done tonight, y'all. Anything else you guys want to say? All right, well, you already know what it is. Thank my panel. You already know what it is. What is live, uncut, unedited. Tell the truth
Good night. Love you
and
all.
shame the devil.